I think it's on the rise. I think it's getting better every year, and more girls are playing and the coaching is getting better. But I do still feel like we have so far, like we have a lot to go to, so that we're on the same level as the men's division, for example. But I do think we'll get there.
What I think about women's sport is it's unfortunate that for lots of reasons, institutional reasons, cultural reasons, it still lags heavily behind men's sport in terms of profile, in terms of publicity, like in the media. And that's really unfortunate, because I think women's sport gets a bad rap. Some people think it's slower, or it's not as competitive, or it's not as physical or exciting as the men's game. And, you know, nothing could be further from the truth. If you watch, you know, any high-level kind of female sport, it's just as dynamic, it's just as quick. Maybe they don't jump as high as the guys, you know, particularly in basketball, but the level of skill required to make up for that lack of athleticism, which is, you know, it's genetic, I think makes the games more interesting, makes it more tactical. And from a coaching point of view, that's really what's attracted me to coaching women's sport for so long. So I think you need to be better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bias against female athletes, for example, and I've seen so many times, like when females are getting interviewed and the interviewer's asking them, I was like, oh, like, so how are your kids? Or what's your favorite lipstick? But they would never ask a male athlete, oh, like, what's your favorite video game, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, so I think treating female athletes and just ignoring the fact that they're female and just focusing on the fact that they're athletes, I definitely think that needs to be worked on.
I think some of the bigger obstacles are the ones that you can't see. If you put a basketball on a court and you put 10 women on and 10 men on, the game looks pretty similar. You know, like I say, there's differences in athleticism, but what you don't see is who's running the sport, who's driving the sport, who's influencing the sport. And that is still predominantly a very kind of patriarchal domain. You know, it's mostly run by white middle-class men. And until we change some of those kind of institutional, structural inequalities, we're not going to see the output at the end. We're not going to see that kind of equality in output. And those are much tougher battles to fight.